Hello friends, welcome to SLP CAIIB videos. This is our first class. You are going to watch Unit 1 Exchange Rates and Forex Business. This topic itself we will take in 3 videos. Okay, since in 2 videos we will cover theory and in 1 video we will cover numericals. Okay, that whatever case studies and all is there, that will be covered in 1 video. So this is our plan. We will see how it is going. Just watch our videos. So we will start with the exchange rates and forex business. Exchange means something we are going to exchange. So foreign exchange means whenever we are trading within a country. Okay, if you are in India and you are trading within country and your goods are delivered to a person who is within India, then the total transaction will be happen in our home currency. Okay, INR, rupee. Only one currency. If you are giving the goods and he will give you his currency. But if you are trading with the country other than India, okay, so for example you are trading with some other country, USA. So you are Indian person, you are exporting some goods to USA. Okay, so any goods, even you can take software, you are exporting to USA. But at the same time, the person in USA is the consumer, but he will pay only US dollar. Okay, US dollar. But the person is exporting the software by getting US dollar, he will not be able to use it in India. Okay, domestically US dollar not going to be used. Okay, so he has to convert. Otherwise, that person who is exporting, he himself has to convert and give it to Indian currency. Okay, so he has to convert in Indian currency. So whenever we are trading with any country other than India, that we are trading with abroad, that time not only our goods are exchanged, but we have to exchange the local currency with the foreign currency. Okay, in simple terms, if you are Indian and you are making any transaction with any person outside of India, okay, either it is import or it is export, or you are investing some amount in a foreign country, or some other person who is investing in your country from outside of India, or you are visiting the foreign country for tourism, education, for any purpose, you have to exchange. Okay, you have to exchange your local currency with the foreign currency. Okay, this is called foreign exchange. So exchange means here we are talking about foreign exchange. So for the rate, okay, for the rate I am exchanging my local currency with the foreign currency is called exchange rate. Okay, for example, one US dollar, if it is 78 rupees, what it does means, so I am exchanging, the exchange rate is 78 INR for 1 US dollar. Okay, this is the exchange rate. So this exchange rate we are going to study. After that, we are going to study forex business. Forex business nothing but foreign plus foreign exchange. Okay, that foreign exchange, whatever business related to that foreign exchange, we will be calling as forex business. That we have to going to read. The export of goods manufactured in India to USA are paid in US dollars, where the exporter needs to convert the US dollar proceeds of the bill into Indian rupees. Where the exporter needs to convert the US dollar proceeds of the bill into Indian rupees. The person who is manufacturing the product, he is exporting to USA, but he was paid by US dollars. Okay, that person importing the goods from India, he is paying in terms of US dollar, and you are converting the US dollars to Indian rupees. Okay, similarly, import of capital goods from Germany. Okay, so from Germany, if you are importing one machine, so it is the capital goods. For that, the German person is making a bill in euro. Okay, that invoice is in euro. Okay, in the currency of euro. So again, what that importer has to do, he cannot pay in INR. Okay, he has to convert the INR into euro, and he has to pay to the Germany person. Okay, the person who is exporting. In either case, both export and import, we are converting our currency. Thus, conversion of currencies from the currency of invoice to the home currency of the exporter will be generally required for all cross-border trades. So for all cross-border trades, we need to convert the currency. So the exchange, okay, that we are exchanging our currency with the foreign currency. So this is called foreign exchange. For the Indian exporter or the importer, the US dollar or euro is the foreign exchange. Okay, for Indian exporter or importer. Okay, for us, if you are in India, the currency out other than Indian currency, okay, whether it is US dollar, euro, Japanese and Chinese yuan, everything will be foreign exchange for Indian. But at the same time, the person who is in America, that US dollar is not a foreign exchange for him. It is his local currency. For him, Indian currency will be foreign exchange. Okay, we all know foreign exchange was defined in FEMA Act, Foreign Exchange Management Act. So what are the things has been included in foreign exchange that we are going to see? Foreign currency. So any foreign currency will be called as foreign exchange. Okay, so for example, Japanese yen or Chinese yuan. So Pakistan rupee, Bangladesh rupee, Sri Lankan rupee, everything will be foreign exchange for Indians. All deposits, credits, and balance payable in foreign currency. Okay, so here you see deposits, credits, and balances payable in foreign currency. For example, one foreigner, okay, one NRE is making deposit in your branch. It is a NRE account. So when the deposit getting matured, or if it is savings account, whenever he wants, he can take. Okay, that amount will be we have to give in foreign currency. If it is a NRE account, that can be taken away, not NRO account, it is a NRE account. So you have to pay back in foreign currency. Then it is a foreign exchange. Okay, whenever you are converting local currency into foreign currency, it will be foreign exchange. Same way, you are taking loan from some Europe or World Bank. For example, state governments and some corporates, they are taking loan from external. Okay, so out of our country, since the interest rate is very low. So when they have to give back, when they have to pay, they have to pay only in foreign currency. If it is payable in foreign currency, you have to make exchange. Okay, you have to make exchange with your local currency. Okay, you have to exchange your local currency to foreign currency, then you have to pay. This is the case for balance payable also. Balance payable is nothing but is a type of advance. Okay, credits. Okay, so whenever you have to pay in foreign currency means what, you cannot pay in local currency, you have to exchange, so then it will be also called foreign exchange. Third point, any drafts, traveler checks, letters of credit, and bills of exchange expressed are drawn in India. Okay, any drafts, traveler checks, letters of credit, and bills of exchange expressed are drawn in India. So expressed or drawn in India means, so any checks or LC, okay, it is drawn in India, Indian currency. Okay, sorry, it is drawn in Indian currency means what? For example, now you are importing. Okay, you are Indian, you are importing some goods from China. Okay, so importing means you have to give payment to that person who is exporting the goods. So instead of direct cash, you are issuing LC. Okay, in the LC is quoted in Indian currency. Okay, for example, you are quoting 1 lakh, you are paying, that will be in INR. Okay, this is INR, but payable in foreign currency. But you are quoting it in Indian currency, but the person in China will not take Indian currency. Okay, even though you are quoting in Indian currency, he cannot accept of Indian currency. So the what bank will do? It will convert Indian currency into foreign currency, Chinese currency, and Chinese currency will be paid to that person exporting from China. So here LC or bills of exchange or traveler checks, drafts, it is quoted in Indian currency. Okay, it is expressed, drawn in Indian currency, but at the time of payment, if it is paid in foreign currency, what you are doing, you are exchanging. Okay, you are exchanging your local currency to foreign currency. Okay, so again it is also comes under foreign exchange. Third point. Fourth point, any instrument payable at the option of the dry or holder thereof or any other party thereto, either in Indian currency or in foreign currency, or partly in one and partly in the other. So what they are telling, the same thing. Okay, what we told here, the same thing, but we are giving option to the dry. Okay, so first you have to understand, we are giving option to dry and holder. Who is the dry? Dry is the maker of the payment. Here maximum case it will be bank. Okay, dry is the maker of the payment. Holder means who is the holder, who is holding the check, who is holding the letter of credit. So he is the beneficiary. He is giving one option, you can take money in Indian currency or in foreign currency, or partly in one and partly in the other. For example, 60% you give me in INR and 40% you give me on pound sterling. Okay, any currency other than Indian currency, like that, partly or fully you give in INR or fully you give in pound sterling. We are giving an option to him, so he is having the option to get in any type. So we are including this also into foreign exchange. Okay, since he is having the option, the dry is having the option, or the payee or holder is having the option to get the money either in Indian currency or in foreign currency, so it is also included into foreign exchange. Thus, broadly speaking, foreign exchange is all the claims payable abroad, whether consisting of funds held in foreign currency with banks abroad or bills checks payable abroad. So what finally foreign exchange means, all claims payable abroad. Of any claims that has to be payable in abroad, we are calling as a foreign exchange. You have to, if you have to pay to abroad means what you have to do, you have to convert your local currency to foreign currency. Next, foreign exchange markets. So foreign exchange markets means forex market. So what is the forex market? So the exchange market, so whatever you have to convert your local currency into foreign currency. For that market is that actually as an individual we are going to the bank and we are bank or some financial institutions are there, so we are going there and we are exchanging and we are transferring the fund to foreign. Okay, this is the case. So even if you want to make any investment into the foreign, if you want to purchase any share outside of India, for everything you have to convert. You have to go to the foreign exchange market and you have to convert your money to foreign currency. Then only you can do. Okay. So this foreign exchange market, what is the significance? What is the provisions of the foreign exchange market that we are going to see? 98% of the global forex trading relates to investment or speculative trading. So what they are telling, 98% of the global forex trading. So global world forex trading, in that 98%. So what we told that the import and the export, whenever you are doing import when or export or remittance, okay, for example you are working in Singapore and you are sending funds to your family here, or in your education and tourism, these only is real, okay, for and investment. Okay, so these five things will be only 2% transaction. Okay, this import export education remittance everything will be only 2% of the world forex trading. Okay, so remaining 98% is investment and speculative. Okay, investment. So this foreign exchange, the currency, foreign currency itself, these people are treating as a property. Okay, how we are going, how we are purchasing on stock. Okay, likewise they are purchasing foreign currency also, since that foreign currency market also is going up and down. So based on that they are earning profit. Okay, this is a speculative market. They are expecting some currency is going to weak, some currency going to be strong. So based on that they will purchase. After that, after some time, if they are getting profit, they will sell it. So this is the speculative market. So in this market is 98%, the share is 98% of the trade is only by these people, investors and speculators. Next, forex markets usually operates from Monday to Friday as share market. Okay, as share market, it also operates from Monday to Friday, except for the Middle East countries. So except for the Middle East countries or Islamic countries. Middle East country means our Saudi Arabia, UAE, Yemen, Oman, Iran, Iraq, all these Islamic countries will be called as Middle East, West Asian countries. Okay, these countries, their practice is they are giving holiday on Friday. Okay, as per their religion, Friday is a holiday, so they are operating on Saturday and Sunday also. But total transaction they cannot do, since that other countries are holiday on Saturday, Sunday. Only their local needs they can satisfy, and they can satisfy, they can cater to only to the local needs. Okay, they cannot transact with abroad on those days, since it was holiday for other countries. The bulk of the forex markets are over the counter, meaning that trades are concluded through telephone or other electronic systems. Okay, what they are telling, bulk of the forex markets is over the counter. Okay, how the trades are happening? Trades means you are yeah, foreign currency also like is buy and sell only. Okay, you are purchasing and selling the currency. So it is just like over the counter. So whenever you are going and purchasing some product, okay, you are going directly to some shop. Okay, you are going directly to one shop, and in the counter you are purchasing and you are negotiating with him and you are purchasing some goods. Okay, this is over the counter. But if you are purchasing in e-commerce, okay, where you are not directly contacting the seller. Okay, what you are doing, you are contacting that middle one agent like platform, one centralized platform is there, Amazon, Flipkart. So based on that, you are in that the various products with various prices are mentioned there. So whoever the seller, they are coming to that market, they are giving their offering their product, and buyer they are purchasing. Okay, like share market. So share market, what we are doing, we are not directly contacting the person who is selling the share. Okay, we are going to the share market, and there is some many people are offering, many people are bidding. Okay, like that, there is a centralized market. So this is not to over the counter. Over the counter means you are directly exchanging with the seller. Okay, you are directly negotiating, you are directly contacting to the seller, either through the phone or through internet, any means, but you are directly contacting with the seller and you are negotiating the price. But when it is coming to the e-commerce, when it is coming to the share market, it is not a direct over the counter, it is centralized mechanism. Okay, in FX also, forex trading also, most of the transaction is happening only through the over the counter. Over the counter means You are directly going to the bank and you are demanding the bank, so this much of transaction I am going to do, what is the amount, what is the rate you are going to offer. Okay, if you are a if you are a good customer and you are doing bulk transaction, the bank will offer lesser rate. Okay, so but if you are a retailer, you are sending and not that much regularly, then the rate will be higher for you. Okay, this is the negotiation. So most of the transaction, most of the forex trades happen only through over the counter, that is centralized. Okay, whoever can come, whoever can buy, like that system is not evolved in India, but in foreign countries, some countries have started that one. Okay, but still forex market is mainly dependent on over the counter. Okay, so summary is, we can summarize the forex market. It is a 24-hour market, since in USA there is a different time and in India there is a different time. Like many countries are following their own time. Okay, so it has to function in 24 hours market. So when India is, the forex market is over the counter, as I told, bulk of the transaction is happening over the counter. At the same time, exchange market also is there. Okay, like share market, where we are exchanging the shares. Here currency exchange also, currency exchange market also is there, but not developed as much as over the counter. Okay, a global market with no barriers, no specific location. Yes, for forex we cannot tell this is the center. Okay, like London is the center, New York is the center of trade, we cannot tell. Okay, there is no specific location, there is no barriers also. It is without barrier, without specific location. Okay, a market, this is the market that supports large capital and trade flows. Large capital and trade flows are involved. Highly liquid markets. Okay. If news is coming that $1 today is 78 rupees, it doesn't mean today that for 24 hours it is fixed to 78. It doesn't mean that, okay, every 1 second it will change at least 4 to 5 times. Okay, 4 to 5 values will come, 78.10, 11, 12, 13, like share market. It is also continuously changing, hence this is also very liquid market. It has high fluctuations. Settlements are affected by time zone factor. Okay, settlements. So after every transaction concluded, every contract concluded, okay, it has to be settled. For example, if you are making transaction in India, okay, it will be settled by US in their own time only. Okay, for example, here 10 o'clock means they will be operating after 6 hours, 7 hours only. So based on the time zone factor, the settlements also getting affected. Markets affected by government policies and controls. Okay, governments also making many policies, many controls. Based on that also, foreign exchange getting affected. Okay, so we are telling that $1 is equal to 78 INR. Actually, who is fixing this rate? Okay, whether it is fixed by market, whether it is fixed by any institution or centralized global body, so that we are going to read. So exchange rates is decided by either fixed exchange rate or floating exchange rate. Okay, what is mean by fixed exchange rate? What is mean by floating exchange rate? That we are going to see. The fixed exchange rate is the official rate set by monetary authorities for currencies. It is usually pegged to one or more currencies. Okay, so fixed exchange rate means what? It is set by official. Okay, official means government. Okay, government. Monetary means it is central banks. Okay, like RBI. Okay, in our India, RBI is not fixing the currency rate. Okay, it is not in India. India is following floating exchange rate. Okay, if it is fixed by official means either by government or by central bank of that particular country. Okay, so they themselves will fix it. For example, China is following this concept. So $1, if they are offering us 35 yuan, okay, it is fixed by the Chinese government. So the fixed rate. So based on the market, it will not change. They fixed this amount 35 rupees. If they want, they will fix 30 also. If they want, they can fix 40 also. It is based on their interest. Okay, so actually China is following one policy. It is export driven market. So to make Chinese goods very cheap into the global market, they are artificially depreciating their Chinese currency. Okay, so $1, if it is 35 rupees means suddenly they will increase to 40 rupees. That means, so the Chinese currency is getting cheaper. Okay, so Chinese goods also getting cheaper based on this one. So but some countries, for example, if you go UAE, Saudi Arabia, what they are doing, they are also following that fixed exchange rate, but their following is the method is based on pegging the currency to one currency or more currencies. Pegging means you are linking your currency rate to some other currency. Okay, here UAE, what they done, they have linked their currency rate to US dollar. Okay, if the US dollar is increasing, their UAE dollar also will increase. Saudi Arabian currency also will increase. If US dollar is decreasing, what is the percentage? The US dollar is decreasing, the same percentage their currency also will decrease. Okay, so they are artificially pegged to US dollar, since that US is major partner, major trading partner to them. They are fixed rate for their own benefit. Okay, this is the system of fixed exchange rate. Fixed exchange rate, you can follow Chinese fixed exchange rate mechanism, where you are artificially fixing your currency based on your without pegging to any currencies. But like UAE, you are pegging, you are linking your currency to one currency. Okay, some on specific currency. If based on that specific currency movements, your currency also will move up and down. Okay, and the floating exchange rate, the value of the currency is decided by supply and demand factor. But for floating exchange rate, it is the supply and demand. Okay, supply and demand means the demand that particular currency is having. Okay, we know whenever a product is having more demand, the price also will increase. If the demand is decreasing, the product price also will decrease. The same thing will apply for currencies also. Since currency also we are treating as a properties, there is a more demand in global market for a particular currency. For example, if INR is more demanded in global market, then the INR price will go. Price will go means $1 if the toe it is 78 rupees means now it will be 77 rupees. Okay, 77 rupees means what happened, your currency is gained strength. Okay, since you are for to purchase $1, first you are offering 78 rupees, now you are offering 1 rupee less. For 77 rupees itself you are getting US dollar, so your currency is becoming strength. Okay, if it is 79 rupees, your currency become weak. Okay, Indian currency become weak, US dollar becomes okay strong. US dollar becomes strong and your currency is become weak. Weak means our currency is depreciated. Strong means our currency appreciated. Floating exchange rate, what is the basic? Who is the fixing? It is supply and demand. So supply and demand means market is fixing the rate. Based on the market, based on the supply and demand, the currency rate will be okay continuously fluctuates. Since 1973, the world economies have adopted floating exchange rate system. From 1973 onwards, the global markets, so all countries are moving to floating exchange rate from a fixed exchange rate. Before that, they are following a fixed exchange rate. Since so many problems were there, they faced the crisis happened. After that, they are moving to but floating exchange rate system. India switched to floating exchange rate regime in 1993. We changed to floating exchange regime in 1993. Before that, we are also following fixed exchange rate. So what type of fixed exchange rate we are following? From currency basket peg. Okay, our system is we are also pegging to currency. Which currency? We are pegging to many currency and we are putting those currency in a basket. Okay, for example 10 to 15 currency, we are selecting that currency, we are putting into the basket. If that basket cumulatively, okay, if that cumulatively all the 10 currency, if their value is increasing, our value also will increase, our INR value also will increase. If their all 15 currency average is decreasing, our currency rate also will decrease. So this is the system basket big. Okay, this is the system we were following. After that 1993 onwards, we stopped this system and we are following floating exchange rate system, that is market driven. Okay, so demand and supply. The composition of the currencies in the basket was decided upon a trade weight basis. Therefore, on the trade relationship between the countries whose currencies form the basket. Okay, so I told we selected 10 to 15 currencies and we put in the basket. Okay, so exactly why we have selected this? For example, if India is selected 12 country means 12 country currency means why specifically we selected only these 12 countries? Why we have not selected other countries? Since there are more than 150 currencies are there in global market, why we chosen this 12 currency means they are our major trade partners. For example, UAE. Okay, so majority of oil we are importing from UAE. So USA, so our important trade partner, and China. So okay, likewise we are selecting Germany. Okay, like that likewise we are selecting and we are giving weightage to them. Okay, if I'm having 25% trading with the import export with UAE means I'm giving 25% weightage to UAE dollar. Then if USD for 22% trade means 22% weightage I'm giving, like that. Okay, like that I'm giving various weightage to this 12 currencies, 12 different currencies. Based on that, I'm if their price is increasing, that Indian currency price also increased. Okay, this is the type of fixed exchange rate. We followed only up to 1993. After that, we stopped it. Factors determining exchange rate. So what are the factors determining our exchange rate? We told $1 is equal to 78 rupees, but it is continuously getting fluctuated. 79 rupees or 77 rupees, like that. It is continuously fluctuating. And what is the rate 1 year before? It is 1 year or 2 years before, it is just 73 rupees, 74 rupees. Now it is almost reaching to 80 rupees. Why? 1 year long term also there is an impact, and short term also there is much impact in the exchange rate system. So what are the factors that determining this long term and short term changes, fluctuations in exchange rate, that we are going to see? Okay, there is fundamental reason. First is fundamental reason. This includes all those causes or events which affect the basic economic and monetary policies of the concerned government. Okay, so the fundamental reason what they are telling, it is the country. Okay, the country, what is the system, what is the policy they are following, economic policy and monetary policy. Okay, that is followed by that particular government. The causes normally affect the long term exchange rates, while in the short term many of these are found ineffective. Okay, so these economic and monetary policies is affects the exchange rate, but not short term. Okay, per day I told a lot of fluctuations are happening. It is not because of economic and monetary policies. And since the economic and monetary policy, we hardly change 1 year once only. For example, our tax policy, we will change 1 year once only. Okay, in our budget only we are changing our policies. Even monetary policy, you take that 1 month once, or that also 1 month once, 2 months once, like that only. Okay, the changes also will not be drastic. Okay, slowly only we are changing. So this will not affect your daily, day to day. As I told, na, for every 1 second 5 fluctuations are happening in foreign exchange rate, that we told. But this is not because of this economic and monetary policy, because this economic and monetary policy we are changing for long term only, yearly basis or 5 years basis only we are changing. So if any changes are happening for long term, for example, 5 years before Indian currency is 75 rupees, now it is 80 rupees, means it is because of our economic and monetary policy also. Okay, not mainly, because not only, but it is also is one of the reason. Okay, next. So based on that, they're giving some points. Okay, what are the fundamental points you see? One is balance of payment. Okay, so balance of payment means we have to know what is mean by balance of payment. Okay, I told you clearly that exchange rate will be changing based on demand. Okay, so if the demand is increasing, what will happen? Your currency rate also appreciate. Your currency will be stronger, since your currency rate also will increase, because your currency is now demanded more. But if the demand is less, means your currency rate also will decrease, your currency will be weakened. Okay, this is the basic. So we have to see when our currency demand will be more, when our currency demand will be less. So for example, you are making some export. Okay, export means what will happen? You are exporting the goods to foreign country. Okay, that person will give money. Okay, foreign currency, he will give foreign currency. Okay, so foreign currency means what we will do? He is selling the foreign currency and he has to purchase Indian currency, INR. Okay, he has to purchase INR and he has to pay to exporter. Okay, for the person who is in India, he needs finally INR for his goods. Okay, Indian rupee he needs. So the person who is exporting the goods, he will purchase the goods and he will pay in INR. Either he will pay in his own currency. Okay, he will pay in US dollar, but after that it has to be converted, and it has to be converted to the Indian currency, and it should be given in Indian currency only to the exporter. Okay, at any point he will not take the money in US dollar, because it is not going to be useful for him. So whenever you are exporting, what is happening? Your currency is demanded. Okay, so Indian currency is demanded by the person who is purchasing the goods outside of India. Okay, so Indian currency INR is demanded. So when you are exporting the goods, okay, when you are exporting the goods from India, the person who is importing, he need INR. Okay, to purchase our goods. So our Indian currency will be appreciated, will be strong, since the demand is increasing. Whenever you are importing the goods, okay, whenever you are importing the goods from foreign, for example, you are importing goods from China, then what you have to do? You have to sell. Okay, you have to sell INR. That person from India, he will sell Indian rupee. Okay, he will sell Indian rupee and purchase the Chinese yuan. So the demand for Chinese yuan is increasing, but demand for INR is decreasing, since you are selling the INR. But in export means the person is purchasing the INR. Okay, if somebody is purchasing the property, means what? If somebody purchasing our goods, means our goods is having more demand. Okay, export means INR buy. Okay, So strong INR. Okay, Indian rupee is getting strength. Import means INR sold. ஓகேங்களா, weak INR. So this is the concept. So if you are increasing the export, your currency will be stronger. If you are increasing the import, if you are increasing more, if you are doing more import, your currency will become weaker. So balance of payment means what? Balance of payment means if you are doing more export, okay, a country is doing more export than import, okay, what will happen then? The country is getting, if you are exporting means you are our country is getting more foreign currency. Okay, so foreign currency we are having surplus. Okay, the generally a surplus lead to a stronger home currency. Okay, so if you are doing more export means what I told, in INR will be strong. Okay, and we are having more foreign currency also. Okay, since they are selling the foreign currency, so we are having more foreign currency. If you are doing more import, okay, but you don't have, you are more than your export, then what is happening, your foreign currency is depleting. Okay, the foreign currency is reducing, your the foreign currency is decreasing from your hand. Okay, from India it is decreasing, so our currency also getting weakened. Okay, so export means more foreign currency, import means lesser foreign currency. Okay, deficit. Okay, if the balance of payment means balance of export and import only, balance of payment means balance of export and import only. If that export is more means it is a surplus. Okay, if the export is more means it is a surplus, then our currency will also be stronger. If the import is more means it is a deficit. Okay, deficit means you are having lesser foreign currency. Okay, lesser foreign currency means you are importing more, then your currency will be Indian currency is getting weaker. Okay, first point. Next, economic growth rate. Okay, second point is economic growth rate. Based on the economic development of the country, for example, we are having higher GDP. For example, our country is going 6 to 7% GDP means higher economic growth. So higher economic growth leads to rise in imports. What they are telling, if you are doing if your economic development is more in a country, you are importing more, you are importing more goods to support your country economic growth. So if you are importing more means what we told, our currency will be weakened. Okay, if you are importing more means our currency will get weakened. If you are exporting more means your currency will be strengthened. But since the what they are telling, more economic growth rate means more import, but this is not the case always. Okay, for example, China is also having more economic growth rate, but they are mainly doing export, they are not importing, they are mainly doing export. Their products are flooding the market, global market. So their currency is getting always strength only. So that doesn't mean every time economic growth rate will not lead to more import. It may be higher export and lesser import also. Okay, like China. Next, fiscal policy. If the fiscal policy means what? Financial policy of the government. Okay, our tax policy. We can take our tax policy and expenditure, whatever finance minister is doing. Okay, our budget, everything will be our fiscal policy only. If the fiscal policy is expansionary policy, expansion means you are expanding the economy. So expanding the economy means you are developing. Okay, you want more growth. Okay, more growth means what we have to do, we have to reduce the taxes. Okay, lower the taxes, then only the many people will come to the country to invest. Also, like middle class people also will have more money to expend. Okay, more money to purchase the goods. Okay, then only the economy will be improved. So expansionary policy means you are reducing the taxes and you are reducing the interest rate. Okay, this will lead to higher economic growth. So the higher economic growth will impact our foreign exchange rate. Okay, next, monetary policy. The way a central bank attempt to influence and control interest and money supply can impact the value of currency of their country. Monetary policy means the policy followed by central bank of every country. Okay, in our case it is RBI. So what we are doing, repo rate and inflation, open market operation, all this comes under monetary policy only. Okay, so it is mainly the liquidity of the currency. Okay, liquidity of the currency within circulation. Okay, within the domestically, how much the currency is in circulation. So whether the inflation is within the control or the interest rate is enough to develop the economy. So these are the points followed by monetary policy, central banks. Okay, this is also this policy. Okay, this monetary policy also affect the foreign exchange. Okay, this also will affect the foreign exchange. Next, interest rate. Okay, for example, if high domestic interest rates tend to attract overseas capital, For example, if in India bond market or interest rate, repo rate, or everything is higher, means what will happen? Other countries, the person from outside of India will invest in India. Okay, for example, if we are offering 5% interest rate for deposits and bond markets and treasury bills, but in the US it is just 1%, means what they will do, they will invest into Indian market. So that overseas capital will come to the India. So overseas capital comes to the India means what it means, if they are making investment in India, they have to make in INR only. Okay, so they have to sell their own money, they have to purchase Indian rupee. Indian rupee. If they are purchasing Indian rupee means Indian rupee demand is increasing, so our Indian rupee will be appreciated. Okay, our Indian rupee will be getting strong. Okay, it will be strengthened. It is appreciating in the short term, but what they are telling, if you are increasing the interest rate, it will attract overseas capital. Okay, the capital from investment from the abroad will come to India, and your currency also will be strengthened, but it will be only for the short term. In the long term, what will happen? Higher interest rate. Okay, that higher interest rate slow the economy. Okay, for example, if you are making a higher interest rate, MSMEs and corporates will not invest, since they will not take loan also. And individuals also like us, we will not purchase home loan, we will not take home loan, vehicle loan, anything, since the interest rate is very high, that we also will avoid. Okay, that middle class also will avoid taking loan, so it will affect our economy, so the economy will be slowed down, so your currency also will be weakened. Okay, if the economy is getting slow, your and that Indian currency also getting weakened. Okay, so the if you are increasing the interest rate, it is only strengthening your currency for the short term, but in the long term it is affecting your currency. Okay, it is weakening your currency. Next, political issues. The country is having political stability, it will have economic stability also. Okay, and it will lead to stable currency, steady currency. But if the political stability is not available, and the economy also will not be stable, and the currency also won't be stable. Okay, you see in Sri Lanka, you see in Myanmar. Okay, 5 years in Myanmar is they are ruling as a military rule, then again they are going to democracy, again they are going to military rule. Like that, if you are continuously changing, so investors will not have any confidence on this currency. Okay, the currency will be fluctuating, and the economy also will not be stable. Okay, next, technical reasons. So government controls can lead to an unrealistic value of currency, resulting in violent movement in exchange rate. We told that some countries are following fixed exchange rate system. Okay, fixed exchange rate means, okay, they are artificially setting some rate. So, but this will be unrealistic. Sometime it will make create huge crisis. Okay, that may be violent, that may lead to violent movement in exchange rates. Okay, freedom or restriction on capital movement can affect the change exchange rates also to a larger extent. Okay, freedom or restriction on capital movement, you are making a restriction. Okay, capital movements means what? Person from outside of India, outside of your country, he can easily invest in your country, and he can easily withdraw your country, means you are giving freedom to enter, at the same time exit from the country. Okay, at the same, if you are restricting means you are restricting the capital. Many country will not restrict the capital coming inside to the country. Okay, they will not restrict, only restriction put only when they are withdrawing. Okay, only on withdrawal only countries are restricting the capital movement. When they are investing, we are not restricting. Okay, if you are giving freedom, based on that also exchange rate will be fluctuated, since if there is some easy go and easy come, means many person will be interested to invest in that particular country. If there is lot of restriction, and the overseas capital will not come to the country. Okay, this is a phenomenon which was seen in Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, Korea during the Southeast Asian crisis of 1997. This is what happened. Okay, okay, here these countries are following capital movement. Okay, they have given complete freedom to capital to come inside, and also they can withdraw whatever time they want. Okay, there is no restriction. But when suddenly there is a problem in one country, and suddenly that crisis happened, so that Southeast Asian currency, all the currencies have crashed. Okay, their values are crashed in 1997, so it became a big crisis. Okay, so that freedom or restriction and capital movement also will affect the exchange rate. Okay, that foreign exchange rate will be affected by freedom or restriction on capital movement. Capital normally tends to move from lower yielding to higher yielding currencies. Okay, capital means what? Investment. So investment where we will make, where we getting higher yield. Okay, and we will take away from lower yielding area. Okay, we will withdraw from lower yielding area, and we will put into the higher yielding area. Okay, this again will affect the exchange rate. Okay, whenever investment, more investment is coming to one country means that country's currency will getting strength. Okay, since they are purchasing that particular country. For example, in India, most capitals are coming into the country, means our currency will get stronger, appreciate. Okay, if the investments are taken away from India, if it is going to other country like USA, our currency will get, our currency will be weakened. Okay, it will be depreciating. Okay, next, speculation, as I already told, like purchasing a share. Okay, they are purchasing the currency. Okay, for example, $1 today is 78 rupees, means if there is expectation, okay, speculators are expecting that it is going to be 80 rupees. Okay, in 2 weeks, $1 they are expecting it is going to be 80 rupees. Then what they will do, they will sell INR now. Okay, now they say sell INR and they will purchase US dollar. Okay, after 2 weeks, what they will do, they will sell US dollar and they will again purchase INR. Now they are having 2 rupees profit. Okay, this is for one US dollar. If they are doing for thousands of US dollar, they will get a higher profit. This is the case of speculation. This lot of risk also involved. Okay, so the foreign currency itself they are treating as a property value stock. Okay, and they are purchasing and they are selling. This is what explained here. This, but this itself will be, this very act have movement in the market. Okay, so many people are buying. Okay, many people are buying in expectation of one currency is getting weak and one currency is getting stronger. So it will also have in the foreign exchange rate. Okay, it will also have effect on foreign exchange rate, since most of the, if most of the people buying Indian currency, okay, suddenly what will happen, Indian currency will get stronger. Okay, in the speculators are purchasing Indian currency, so suddenly Indian currency will get stronger because many people are purchasing. If many people are selling Indian currency, means Indian currency will get weaker. Okay, so the same concept, but here the purpose is just for making profit. Okay, speculators just for making profit, it is not for any import or export, but this itself is affecting foreign exchange rate. Okay, this is what they are telling. But the positive side, it is giving depth and liquidity to the market, since as I already told, 98% of the trade is investors and speculators. So it is giving depth and liquidity to the market. Which market? FX market. It is a cushion, it is acting as a cushion also. Okay, it acts as a cushion also, but sometimes it is going as a contagious effect. If some speculators are telling that some currency is going to perform very worstly, means that all people will go and everybody will try to sell that currency. So this will be contagious effect. Sometimes it may lead to crisis also. Okay, so that is a negative side. Okay, so remaining we will see in the next classes. Okay, exchange rate mechanism, types and calculation and all.